So hello guys, let us begin 10.3 Designing of Scholastic Achievement Test SAT in Science. So meaning of Scholastic Achievement Test is SAT is a systematically designed test to measure students' achievement in science based on prescribed learning outcomes. So based on the prescribed learning outcomes, this test will actually measure the achievement of a student in science. So how do we design is what we are going to see. So remember that SAT measures achievement, not intelligence. So what is the purpose of SAT in science? So SAT is designed to assess conceptual understanding, test application of knowledge, measure achievement of objectives, support summative assessment. So this test will assess how much understanding of the concept you have achieved, the student has achieved, and it is an application of knowledge. It shows whether the student has achieved the learning objectives or not, and this is a summative assessment. It supports summative assessment. So this test will not diagnose learners learning difficulties. That will come under formative assessment. This is related to summative assessment. So first step in designing SAT. So this is a test which we have to design as a science teacher. The first step in designing SAT is fixing objectives. Fixing objectives means we have to make the objectives, like we have to fix what is required. So identifying learning outcomes in science, it is based on syllabus. For example, expected learning outcome means objectives. The first step, if you design the Scholastic Achievement Test, first step is deciding the objectives. Second test is preparing a blueprint. You know what is a blueprint? It gives the questions, distribution of questions according to the content, objectives and difficulty level. So this blueprint will have questions according to the content, objectives and difficulty level. This is the most important term in SAT. So weightage of content and objectives will all come under blueprint. How many questions from which section, how much difficulty, from which content. Second is writing test items. Test items is questions. So the questions are in type of MCQ, multiple choice questions, short answer questions, long answer questions, school level questions. So all these questions have to be aligned with the learning objectives. Next step is preparing mark scheme. Like how many correct answers, how many marks for correct answers, how many marks will be allocated, and it ensures objectivity. Objectivity means no personal bias, no personal liking or nothing opinion based. So avoids examiner bias. So if an examiner wants to give a student extra marks, it is not possible. They strictly have to follow the marking scheme. How many questions into how many marks. Next is editing and reviewing. In this step, it removes ambiguity, check language level and ensures clarity. So this step will remove all the doubts and conclusions in the test. It checks the language level and ensures clarity. So the higher authority or whoever is checking the steps, this step will help in removing the confusion, doubts, mistakes, checking which level the language is, where is the proficiency of the language, and it ensures clarity. Next step is try out and finalization, which means test is reviewed and finalized, ready for administration. So next step after design is called administration. First you're preparing one test. So the test is reviewed, ready to be administered. Final step. So when you are preparing this Scholastic Achievement Test, you need to know the qualities of a good SAT. So let us know the characteristics or qualities. First, it has to be valid. Validity principle means it measures what it intends to measure. So why are you conducting the test? You are going to measure the achievement. So if the test is measuring achievement, it is a valid test. You cannot measure intelligence. If the question is about science, if the test is about science, you have to have science questions only. You cannot have maths questions. It is called valid test. It is reliable. Reliable means it gives results, consistent results. Next, objective means free from examiner bias, no personal opinions, no partiality. It is comprehensive. Comprehensive means it covers syllabus adequately. How much syllabus it has to cover, it will cover. And practicable, easy to administer and score. So this a good quality of SAT is valid, reliable, objective, comprehensive, and practicable. Next, don't get confused. SAT measures achievement, not intelligence. SAT supports objectives. Blueprint is compulsory in any test and it does not focus only on memory. SAT is objective based, MCQ based, short answers, long answers, along with it supports objectivity. It focuses on learning objectives. So if you prepare a blueprint, your question paper will be balanced. You will not have any confusion. You will know how many 2 marks or how many 4 marks answers are there, questions are there. Next, it measures scholastic achievement. That is why it's called Scholastic Achievement Test. It ensures objectivity. Next, it is used for diagnosis of learning difficulties. No, it is called formative assessment. So if you find an option, learning objectives, blueprint, questions, marking scheme, this is the sequence of SAT. How to design SAT means you have to fix the objectives, make a blueprint, make the questions, and have a marking scheme compulsory. So if the option contains words like blueprint or weightage, achievement, objectives, all are related to SAT. Thank you.